Hi folks, welcome back to Geeks, Freaks, and Superheroes. Zack, along with my main man, Louis B. Hobson. Today we're going to be reviewing The Incredibles 2. 14 years after the original, Brad Bird brings us his direct sequel. That's kind of weird.
Literally direct, yeah.
Like seconds after the first one, this one picks up. But why did he wait 14 years?
You'd have to ask him, because the first one made $633 million.
And that was back in 2004.
That's right. I mean, it doesn't seem like much today when we talk about every movie now making $1 billion. But I think if you adjust that, we're talking close to 800 million worldwide. Of course, you're going to want a sequel.
Right.
And again, it's that idea that it's easier to sell something that people can refer to than a completely original idea.
A known commodity.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a big fan of Brad Bird. He went on to direct one of my favorite Mission Impossibles, Rogue Nation.
Okay.
I love that. He did The Iron Giant, which is a great animated movie as well. And he did that silly French chef one, Ratatouille.
The Ratatouille. Which, by the way, did well. You're ignoring the fact he also did Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, you wanted, you didn't want to kick the poor guy.
No, not when he was down.
Not when.
This Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Samuel L. Jackson also return in this as well.
They're all returned.
Yeah, absolutely.
A bit older than they were originally, but again, they were doing voice work, so it doesn't really matter all that much.
Yes, and The Incredibles is kind of like a takeoff of like the 50s spy genre mixed in with the superheroes as well. I really enjoyed the first one. It was just like a goofy, fun family flick, but then this one, it kind of brought it up a notch. Like the action sequences were very, very dark, especially for it being a children's movie.
And I'm glad you used that analogy about it being a family film. But it wasn't just for families, it was about families. And I think that when this movie, for me, The Incredible 2 works, is when it's still about the family. And I loved all of the scenes at the house with Dad trying to raise a teenage daughter, a son, and a baby. And I mean, that for me was very, and watching him getting more and more tired. That was great fun. And then for me, the movie, the big scene for me, and I could watch it time and time again, was when the baby saw the raccoon.
Oh, the raccoon fight scene.
The raccoon. He's watching TV and he sees the villains with the masks on. He looks out the window and there's a raccoon who looks as if he's got a bandit mask. And the fight between him and the raccoon,
which was basically 10 minutes long. It was pretty long.
It could have been much longer for me. Keep me out of the city with Mom fighting, what was he, the screensaver?
Yeah, the screenslaver. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that villain.
Did you? Oh,
yeah, I thought it was actually terrifying. There was that scene where Elastigirl, played by Holly Hunter, arrives at like a big envoy of people all clapping her, and that little girl had that sign that says "Screenslaver's still out there." Ooh, I actually thought that was scary. I was like, wow, that's pretty terrifying. I thought the bike chase scene when she was chasing the train on her bike, going from rooftop to rooftop, and the hand-to-hand combat fight scene against the screenslaver, that was the highlight of the movie for me, and it was actually pretty dark.
Bring me the raccoon again.
Yeah, you like
please
the
bring me the raccoon. I think what makes these movies work is the family aspect of it, because you heard adults laughing when the baby filled his diaper, you know, and I mean, you just heard the parents going, because Dad was doing well until then.
The thing that resonated with me about the relationship there was when the dad was trying to teach the son about math.
Oh, yeah,
why would they change math? I remember my dad trying to help me with the math, and he would like flip to the back of the page. Well, here's the answer. Yeah, but most of the marks come from showing your work. How do I do that? I don't know. Yeah.
but that's exactly that. You got the scene down pat.
That's not the way you're supposed to do it, Dad. They want us to do it this way.
I don't know that way. Why would they change math? Math is math.
okay,
Math
Dad.
is math.
Because the dad was doing it the old way, and he says, see, I got the answer. But the kid said, but we're supposed to do it this way. And I loved, and again, it's a beautiful thing for the parents, is when the dad spends all night learning about new math.
Yep.
And he wakes the son up in the morning to show him that he can show him how to do it. Then the kid comes home, and now we're doing fractions and multiplication.
And demicles.
And demicles. Oh, Lord. So those things are very, people, they react to that because they've heard it, they've seen it, they've done it. The teenage girl having the angst because the boy didn't phone her back.
Right.
We know why he didn't phone her back,
Yep.
but she doesn't. All of those things work because they're real. Then you have to mix in what you're saying, is that superhero thing. And that's why it was such a huge hit the first time, because it was the blending of the two things.
Exactly. I agree with you. Do you
Give
think
me
we will
more
get
raccoon.
a sequel? Do you think we'll get a trilogy?
Oh,
we have to wait
it
14
depends.
years?
Well, they're predicting it's going to have the biggest opening ever for an animated film.
Wow.
Okay? Biggest opening ever for an animated film. Do you think you hear the word 3
Yes.
being echoed?
I think so.
But that said, I want to explain why it's going to be the biggest opening ever.
Please do.
Because Disney on the Wednesday night had pre-screenings, and you were getting to see Incredibles 1 and Incredibles 2 back to back, and you were paying $20 a ticket because it was an IMAX. And they had IMAXs in every city where there's an IMAX doing this, okay? Thursday night, they have them starting at sometimes 6, 8, and 10, or 7 and 9, that kind of thing. They're going to roll all of those receipts into the Friday, and they're going to say, oh, see how much we made on opening day? No, you
cheated.
didn't.
They
You
cheated.
cheated.
Yeah.
You
they
cheated.
It's funny that every other year they talk about it's the death of the film industry. No one's going to see films. And yet we just constantly have new record-breaking movies come out and out, right? Everything's now hitting $1 billion. If
Yes.
it doesn't, it's a failure.
Like with the Solo movie.
Yep.
I love that when you said, there was a time when if your movie made $100 million, it was a milestone.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't make it on opening weekend, you're a bomb.
Yeah, no kidding.
But they're rushing out to see the event movies, okay?
Right.
And that's what we get in the summer. But that doesn't happen, watch September and October and even the first half of November. We're not going to see receipts like that.
Probably not.
And we're not going to see them again until we get the holiday movies.
The Christmas time.
The
right?
Christmas
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So, yes, they will flock out to see the event movies, and the event movies make $1 billion. But I was just looking now at the book club, okay? That little movie has made $50 million. And you're going, whoa. That's not bad
No kidding.
for that movie. And then it'll make more when it, the
On demand and
yes,
stuff.
and all those kind of things. So, but they're not going to make $1 billion
No way.
unless you've got a superhero in there.
No kidding.
You're not going to have $1 billion.
Alrighty, Louie, I want you to rate The Incredibles 2 for me.
Out of raccoons?
Out of raccoons. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yes, sir. So out of 10 raccoons, please.
Out of 10. Oh, if I'd had 5 more minutes of the raccoon, it would have been
A
6.
10? Oh, okay.
Would have been a 10. But it's for me, it's only 5.5.
Oh, wow. You went that low, hey?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I'm going to go 7.5.
Oh,
I had a lot of fun.
With or without the raccoons?
I could have done with less of the raccoon, actually, but more of the screen slaver fight for me, or the Elastabike, or whatever they called it. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
And his car.
Yeah, the Incredibile, or
Yeah,
whatever. It's
yeah,
just
the
like a
Incredible.
Bond car or a
Yeah.
Batmobile. Yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah. Alrighty, folks, for Louie, I'm Zach. Live long and prosper. Please do us a favor. Like, subscribe, and share our videos. Comment down below. That would really help us out. Alrighty, folks. See you next time. Bye.